Hi, thanks for joining us for a very special episode of the Win It Minute. I'm Stover. I'm here in Dothan, Alabama at the Peanut Hall of Fame. Today I want to tell you why peanuts are such a pivotal point to why change is important in your life. But first, the quote I want to jump into says, change your thoughts and change your world. And see how that can inspire you to win the day the peanut way. And why does that apply here at the Peanut Hall of Fame? Because here in Dothan, they have a monument to peanuts, because peanuts were changing the world. Because in 1915, there was a boll weevil infestation that was ruining crops all throughout the South, mainly of cotton. And George Washington Carver actually stepped up and recommended changing cotton crops to peanuts. And because peanuts were immune maybe to that boll weevil infestation. So the South and especially in this area, they started changing their cotton crop planting, where the rest of the world was being infested with these boll weevils. They were eating and killing the crops, and they were losing money left and right, to peanuts. And now, 100 and some years later, peanuts are the main industry here in this area. In fact, the majority of peanuts made or developed in the United States are harvested right here in this area. That peanut is there to remind us that we're never finished becoming who we are. We're always evolving, we're always changing. There's always something different that you can become. Just because you one way, because you're in one business, or because you've had one mindset for the majority of your life, doesn't mean that's who you are, that defines who you are. You can always change and go in a different direction and evolve and try something new. You gotta realize that you're never done becoming who you are. You can't have a limiting belief that change is bad. Imagine if people here in the South thought that change was bad, and when George Washington Carver came to them and said, hey, I know we're losing money and we're going bankrupt because our cotton plants are being eaten by this boll weevil, but let's try the peanut. And people didn't listen to him, how different it would have been the outcome. But instead they did. They realized that change isn't bad. And just because you've done one thing that one way for so long, that you can't change and do something different, that you're never done learning, you're never done changing. And just because you face an obstacle or face a challenge doesn't mean you stop. You look for the next thing. You always pivot, you try things. You have to accept change in your life and in yourself and in business. That's the most important thing that you can learn, is that changing and accepting that, and changing means growing and learning. And that's the most important thing you can ever do to be successful in business, life. Sometimes it's really change is important in our lives, in our business, because the person that you are right now is transient, it's changing. It's not the same as you were 10 years ago. Not the same person you were when you were in high school, college, whatever it is, before you became a parent, before you became that executive, or before you got into the career that you are. You're always changing. You got to realize that the person you are is transient. It's changing. If you embrace that, and then you realize that you're going to be a different person 2 years from now, 5 years from now, you can embrace change and realize that changing is the key to life and the key to success in anything that you do. So sometimes you got to get out there and win the day the peanut way.